The diagram below shows a sector of a circle with center O and a radius 15 centimeters. The angle POB of the sector cut off from the circle is 60 degrees. The remaining sector is folded to form a cone. Find the surface area of the cone. So as you can see from the diagram, a minor sector with angle 60 degrees has been cut off from the circle. The question says that the remaining sector, that is the major sector, is folded to form a cone like the one we have here. The question wants us to use the information here to find the surface area of the cone. The surface area of the cone is given by pi RL, where R is the radius of the circular base of the cone and L is the slant height of the cone. So in order to get the surface area of the cone, we will have to get the radius of the circular base and the slant height. Let's do that. So we have the major sector here and the cone. In order to form the cone, we will join the line OP, that is the radius OP and the radius OB together. So we will join OP and OB together to form this cone. When we do that, you can see that the radius of the sector will form the slant height of the cone. So when we fold a sector to form a cone, the radius of the sector is equal to the slant height of the cone. From the diagram, the radius of the sector is 15 centimeters. So the slant height of the cone will also be 15 centimeters. We have now found the slant height of the cone. Let's find the base radius of the cone. Now let's consider this. When we fold the sector to form the cone, the arc PB will form the circular base of the cone. So we can say that when this sector is folded to form the cone, the circumference of the circular base will be the same as the length of the major arc PB. We can find the length of the major arc PB by using the formula theta divided by 360 times 2 pi r, where r is the radius of the sector of the circle and theta is the angle of the sector. We can see from this diagram that an angle of 60 degrees has been cut off. The total angles in a circle is 360 degrees. So if 60 degrees has been cut off, then the angle of this sector is 360 degrees minus 60 degrees, which is 300 degrees. So here, theta is equal to 300 degrees. So the length of the major arc PB is equal to 300 degrees divided by 360 degrees times 2 times pi times 15 centimeters. And this will give us 25 pi centimeters. We know that the circumference of a circle is given by 2 pi r. As we have seen from here, the circumference of the circular base is equal to the length of the major arc PB, which is 25 pi centimeters. So we can say that the circumference of the circular base, which is 2 pi r, is equal to the length of the major arc PB, which is 25 pi centimeters. We can find r from here by dividing both sides by 2 pi. And when we do that, we will have r to be equal to 12.5 centimeters. So it means that the radius of the circular base is 12.5 centimeters. We now have the slant height of the cone and the radius of the circular base. So we can find the surface area. The surface area is given by pi r L. R is the radius of the circular base, which is 12.5 centimeters, and L is the slant height of the cone, which is 15 centimeters. So it means that the surface area of the cone is equal to pi times 12.5 centimeters times 15 centimeters. And this will give us 589.05 centimeters squared. So the surface area of the cone is 589.05 centimeters squared.